but there's, well, a new, unique way that you can enjoy this gooey and cheesy treat. It is true. Bohm and Bricks is the hot new restaurant. Wow, sexy. Looks so nice. It's in River North that has a sweet version of the grilled cheese that we are all going to love. Look at how nice this looks. They've got a grilled cheese dessert. So here to show us is co-executive chef Ben Roche from Bohm and Bricks. So first of all, you look incredibly snazzy.
Thank you. Thanks for noticing.
No, of course. It's impossible not to notice. It's great. Okay, first of all, Gina and I were both trying to figure out Bohm and Bricks and what does that mean? Exactly.
Well, they're both terms that are scientific scales of measurement used to measure the density of liquid. So Bohm is an older, kind of antiquated scale used to measure salt. And Bricks is a more current term, and that measures sugar content. So we got salt and sugar, so the idea is that it's kind of old and new, but it's also sweet and savory. So myself and Thomas both have backgrounds as pastry chefs and savory chefs, so we're kind of putting that to good use at the new place.
That's so cool, and it's so modern and popular. People love that. It's like taking out all the rules and then mixing things up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You gotta love that. And I love too that you used to do science experiments as a kid, and you used to mix stuff up, and that's kind of how you got interested in cooking in the first place, blowing stuff up.
Yeah, I was more interested in science and chemistry than I ever was food until probably 16.
Oh, okay, well, this is really cool. We love that you blended all of this together, all of your talents. Okay, so we're gonna make this. What is it like? What is the grilled cheese we're making?
So it's literally that. It's a piece of cheese that is grilled.
Okay.
So the way that we do it at the restaurant, we have this cheese. It's called Brunusto.
Okay.
From Brune Cow Dairy in Wisconsin. And you may have seen it at like farmers markets. They usually have a grill set up and they're grilling this cheese for you to sample. So what we do is we take that, we put it directly on the grill, and we get some nice like charred grill marks on it.
So we have to do that ourselves, or we can buy it and it's already done like that?
Well, no, when you buy it, it looks like that because
so it's already grilled and set. Okay.
The way it's produced is they bake it and like outside caramelizes. But I'm just going to take it a step further for this.
Okay.
And if you don't have a grill at your disposal, you can use a pan and just sear it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to like pan sear it real quick.
All right, we're making a grilled cheese dessert.
Yes.
A grilled cheese dessert. All right, then what do we do
So you want to throw the cheese into your hot pan with some butter.
All right.
And it's going to take a couple minutes to begin to
smell the
caramelize.
cheese, Gene? Okay, we would eat this right as is, by the way. But we're going to keep going. Okay, and then?
And then to kind of keep the theme of a grilled cheese sandwich, we have this, which kind of looks like bread, but it's actually brown butter almond cake.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's like a light, airy, kind of sponge cake-esque.
Now, did you guys made this, or can we buy this so we don't have to start all from scratch?
Yeah, we make it, but you can, if you want to substitute any kind of like sponge cake that you buy at the store, you can do that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really want to bite off a little piece of that, but I'm going to wait, because otherwise we won't have the right materials. Okay, it smells so good in here. So we just, and by the way, you don't want to substitute the butter, right? You got to just go for it.
Yeah, butter's better.
Okay.
It even sounds almost the same things.
Butter is always better.
Butter's better.
All right.
So now we've got a little bit of color on our cheese. So what we'll do after here is kind of build the sandwich. And we'll take the cheese, once the other side is done cooking, and we'll put it onto the, there we go.
Okay.
We'll put this onto the cake.
Slippery little guy. All right.
Yeah. And then we're going to top this with quince.
Okay, now, for those of us that don't know, what are quince?
Quince is, it's kind of like an apple or a pear. It's in the same family. It looks kind of like a large Granny Smith apple.
Okay.
But the flesh is kind of starchy and like it's sort of mealy, so you have to cook it in order to eat it.
You do? Okay. So
yeah, so...
we have all the instructions on that. At first I thought, oh no, we're putting salmon on our grilled cheese, but it looks... and has that color. Do you have all the directions? We'll have all the instructions.
You should have all the instructions,
okay.
Yeah. So we just like braise the quince. You can tell when it's done when it turns a pink color. Okay. And then it becomes all nice and lovely. And then I'm topping this with some powdered almonds, as well as some chopped sugared almonds.
Okay, love those.
And you have the recipes for these too. They're really simple.
Okay, right. And some, I'm sure you can go to some places and you can buy that already made too, right?
Yeah, and you don't have to candy the nuts. You can just toast them and chop them up. It's really up to you.
Okay.
So choose your own adventure.
We love it. Okay, so far it looks really good, but we're not. Are we done yet or no?
No. So the way that we serve it, we have a sauce made from lingonberries.
Okay.
And a couple months ago, when they were still in season, we used Concord grapes. Any kind of like sweeter, jammy sauce, because this dessert is kind of like in between a cheese course and an actual dessert. So whatever kind of paste or jam mixture you want to use, you can mix it up.
Okay. Yeah.
And then there's ice cream.
Okay. This is the best part, because you got to tell us about this machine, Ben, that's over here, because this is really cool.
This machine is pretty crazy. It's kind of like they took razor blades and attached it to like a jet engine. It makes the best ice cream.
So that's what it is. Basically, you put everything in there. How much does one of those cost? We can't get one of those at home, probably.
Some things are better left
All
on.
right, anyway. So, but basically, the ice cream comes out in this big, giant block, right? And then you...
Well, you freeze the ice cream as like a big ice cube.
Okay.
And then, because it makes ice cream in reverse. Instead of starting out with the liquid, you start out with frozen base. You plug it into the machine, and the machine just like obliterates it into like the nicest, fluffiest ice cream you've ever had.
Okay, I've got to try this. So,
I'm not just the spokesperson for it. I actually just like to use it.
Yeah, no, so far you got us sold. What's the flavor on this?
The ice cream is rooibos tea. I actually brought a little bit of that with me. So rooibos is also called like red bush tea.
Yeah.
This particular one is from Rare Tea Cellar, who is like the best tea purveyor in Chicago.
Look at how pretty.
And there's some gingerbread spice in there as well, so it matches really nicely with the fruit and the cheese.
Okay, wait, before I eat this, I also want to point out that at Bowman Bricks, I'm going to eat it, bro. Hang on. You also have cotton candy sorbet, too, and some sort of vanilla potato foam.
Yes.
It's also over there? That sounds
All those
really
things are true.
Very, very cool. All right. I just wanted to point
Actually,
that out.
the vanilla is...
All right, Gene.
While you're eating, I can tell you about it. I'm going to move this, too, because I feel like it's going to explode.
But you know what I was going to say? Something is on fire over there. It won't be good for our ice cream. Okay, I'm going to taste this. Again, a dessert grilled cheese, Bowman Bricks. They've been open since October. And I'm going to try this.
The best way to eat this is rip it hot. So the cheese, the longer it sits, it's going to kind of cool down and begin to solidify again. So the best time to eat it is right when it comes out of that pan and it's like just gooey and amazing.
Then I go to prom with you. You're already dressed. We're going. Okay, this is the best grilled cheese I've ever had. Gene, wait until you try this.
It sounds.
Okay, I may say it's kind of small. I might have to eat the whole thing, but I may save one. Bowman Bricks is located at 351 West Hubbard. You can log on to bowmanbricks.com for more information. Ben, thank you so much. Best of luck to you guys.
Thank you very much.
This is absolutely amazing. Again, the recipe will be online at wciu.com. Okay, let's go sit down. Gene can do the weather. I'll be right back.
Okay, it's 7:46. I'm a little jealous. Let's check your weather. 22 degrees right now. National Weather Service says we'll see some clouds. It'll be a little windy today. Tonight, maybe some snow. A high of 37.